Living, Episode 1. Welcome to Unstoppable Living. Hello, and welcome to Unstoppable Living, the podcast where high-achieving women stop performing and come home to themselves. I'm your host, Juli Miezejeski, and this is Episode 1, the very first one. So take a breath, settle in, and let's begin. If you're listening to this, chances are you're a woman who has built an impressive life. Maybe a career you worked hard for, a family, a reputation for getting things done. From the outside, it looks like you have it all together. And in many ways you do. But somewhere underneath all of that, there's a quieter voice. A voice that wonders if this is really it. A voice that whispers, I built this life. Why doesn't it always feel like mine? That voice is why this podcast exists. And the fact that you're here on a Sunday morning listening to a brand new show with no track record yet tells me that voice has been getting louder for you too. I want to tell you a little bit about how I got here. I spent nearly 3 decades as a corporate executive, high-tech consulting, publishing. I was the woman who could handle it all. I was respected. I was capable. And on paper, I had built exactly the life I was supposed to want. And one day, I realized I had been performing it, not faking it, performing it, showing up beautifully for everyone else, while quietly losing touch with who I actually was underneath all the roles. That moment is what eventually led me out of corporate into coaching, into writing my book, Stuck, Unstuck, Unstoppable, and into the work I do now with high-achieving women just like you. Women who have done everything right, quote unquote right, and are ready for something more honest, more aligned, more theirs. I'm not here because I read about this transformation in a book. I'm here because I lived it, and I'm still living it every day. So here's what Unstoppable Living is and what you can expect every Sunday morning. This is a show for the woman who's ready to stop performing the life she built and start living the one she actually wants. Each week, in about 10 minutes, short enough to fit into your real life, deep enough to stay with you, we'll explore the inner work, the honest conversations, and the practical tools that help you come home to yourself. We'll talk about the saboteurs that have been quietly running the show, the perfectionist, the people pleaser, the inner critic, and the sage powers that have been waiting underneath them all along. We'll talk about intuition, self-trust, and how to make decisions from a grounded place instead of an exhausted one. We'll weave together neuroscience and spirituality, mental fitness and inner wisdom, because the woman you're becoming needs both. And we'll do it on Sunday mornings, what I'm calling Unstoppable Sunday, because Sunday is the day you already do this kind of reflection. The coffee is brewing. The week hasn't started asking things of you yet. It's the perfect pause to remember who you are before the world reminds you it wants who it wants you to be. If this sounds like what your soul has been quietly asking for, you're in the right place. If what we explore on this podcast resonates with you, I also work with women one-on-one and in small group programs to go much deeper. Stick around to the end, and I'll tell you exactly how to connect. Before we close out this first episode, I want to leave you with one reflection question, and I'd invite you to sit with it this week. Here it is. Where in your life are you performing? And where are you actually living? You don't have to solve it. You don't have to fix it. Just notice. Awareness is always the first honest step. So here's where we land today. You don't have to keep performing the life you built. You get to come home to yourself. And the path from stuck to unstoppable doesn't start with a massive overhaul. It starts with one honest moment of noticing. That's your action. Step this week, just notice. Next Sunday, we'll go deeper into the very first thing that keeps high-achieving women stuck. And I promise you'll recognize yourself in it. Thank you for being here for this very first episode of Unstoppable Living. It means more than you know. If something in this episode landed for you, I'd love for you to do 3 small things. Subscribe so you never miss an Unstoppable Sunday. Leave a review to help other high-achieving women find the show. And head over to lifecoachingwithjulie.com to explore my coaching programs, grab my book, Stuck, Unstuck, Unstoppable, and join our community of women coming home to themselves. Until next Sunday, take good care of yourself and trust that the woman you're becoming is already on her way. Have a good week.